previous weekly vlog, you would have seen we arrived in Sydney, explored the city, visited some beaches, and experienced a bit of Christmas. Good morning, it is a Monday morning and it is a start of a new weekly vlog. We have just finished up from the gym. City Gym has their own eatery, so we've got some vegan protein smoothies. I've gone for the vanilla recovery drink. Oh my god, that is nice. It's got banana, vanilla protein, some almond milk and a few other bits in there, but delicious. Plan is today is to go back to Bondi. If you watched my previous weekly vlog, you would have seen that we ended it in Bondi. We've decided to go again to do the Bondi to Coogee walk. I've changed into something a little bit different other than my gym wear, and we're gonna have a good time. Dudes, we are finally on this coastal walk that we have been talking about on the previous vlog and this vlog, and it's stunning. Honestly, I feel like we're gonna get some really stunning views. So that's Bondi all the way there, and then we're gonna make our way to Coogee. The Bondi to Coogee walk was a pretty simple walk. We were presented by some stunning beaches along the way, and I was in my flip-flops all along the way, so it wasn't too much of a tricky route. We were definitely absorbing the sun along the way and just soaking up all of the views. Altogether, we were walking for around 2 hours, but then we eventually arrived at Coogee. We are back in Bondi. We actually got a bus back, dudes, purely because we wanted to make it for lunch. We went to a place called a fish bowl. I got the tofu bowl with some sushi rice, and we're just sat on the grass opposite the beach, which is stunning once again. And I think we're gonna just chill on the beach after this, so that is fabulous. It is Tuesday morning and me and Lewis are currently en route to the Blue Mountains. We're gonna head to Central Station, just one train all the way to the Blue Mountains. It's about a 2-hour train journey. A lot of walking today, and again, loads of views. This is very action-packed this week. Last week it was a lot more in the city. This week it's a bit more activity. We arrived at the Blue Mountains and picked up some lunch supplies from Woolies, our new favourite shop. And we decided to take the route near the Echo Point, which was the Katoomba Reserve for walk. We're on our walkies, not my usual kind of walk back home. But there are a few cable cars set up around this national park, which we are going to save it for when my mum and dad come to visit in December, just because we'd like to experience it with them. But they look amazing, and I bet the scenes are incredible. Are you having a good time, Lewis?
Yes. This
is definitely Lewis's vibe. He hikes all around the Lake District, and this is like another mega scale of it. The path led to some amazing views, including this waterfall and some stunning other lookouts. It was such a stunning day because the skies were so blue. We had a fabulous hiking day and returned back to Sydney to recharge our batteries. Good morning. I have currently left Lewis in the Airbnb. I'm in the Airbnb lifts heading downstairs because I'm actually going to a influencer event with an InstaPal. We're going to a bear class, but we are going to get some coffee to catch up first because I haven't seen her since she moved to Australia, so it should be fun for this morning.
All outside and like carpets and stuff, so it's like very fun time.
I think there's one in First time trying bear and probably my last. It's not to say that I didn't enjoy it. I loved the experience, but it probably isn't my kind of fitness.
Up to the sky, 3, down, 2, and pulse, and pulse.
It definitely was somewhat challenging in terms of feeling of burn because of the intensity of the exercise. But I can't see myself doing it on a regular basis. I did have a great time with Maya nevertheless. We took a group selfie and that was the end of the session.
1, 2, 3, yeah!
It's a little while later. I had a fabulous time at the bear class this morning with Maya. I then met up with Lewis later in the city and we just wandered around, walked around Westfields and actually went to Martin's place because they have that huge Christmas tree there. We're back at our Airbnb and we've changed because we're going to go out for dinner tonight. It's our last night in Sydney and we've been eating in most evenings. Something Savaki. No, yeah, it's like vegan Greek food, which sounds good. We're at a place called LHMYP Savaki. Menu is large and it's fabulous. I think we're gonna go for a feast because I want to try different bits on this menu. As I've got my eyes on a few options. We'll see what we get. We both went for a build your own gyros as well as some loaded fries and some vegan calamari. I really don't know where people get these ideas half the time, but this food was incredible. I mean, where do you ever experience vegan calamari? And it actually tasted amazing. I loved this meal and I highly recommend LHMYP Savaki if you're ever in Sydney. We're over and out of Sydney and we're off to Melbourne today, handing in the keys and we're going to another city. Anything to say?
Been good. That's it.
That's it. Ooh. What in the House of Commons is going on here? We have arrived in Melbourne city centre and we've come to this incredible Airbnb. Wow! It is actually incredible and such a dreamy apartment. I would live here, honestly, love it. It's actually put a positive to our day because we've had, I would say, around 3.5 hours airport delay because we flew with Jetstar, which I was warned is the budget airline. I know, but we were trying to budget and it was budgeting, definitely. But hey ho, we're here now. This apartment though,
Dudes.
it has got a lovely little viewing point of this city as well as the bed. We've even got some desk space for me to do some editing, a little kitchen area, definitely gonna make a few reels there, and a gorgeous bathroom. It's much later in the day, like I said, and there's not much that we're gonna be able to do today. So we're gonna go to the gym, have some food, and that will be the end of the day, unfortunately here, but it's a new day tomorrow and we've got a plan in place, so that's the main thing. Wow, walking the streets of Melbourne City. We have just finished from the gym, hence why we've got a bit of a rush of energy. But if that is the type of gym that is around here, I am very, very, very jealous because London does not have those types of gym. But for now, we're going to, where are we going, Lewis? Come on, tell them.
Eat. We're going to eat.
No.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Willies! Jesus.
I could not.
He's not with me there, guys. He's not with me. Good morning. Have I strategically placed you in this angle to get the view in the background?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Actually, just imagine waking up to this view, dude. This is beyond dreamy for me, and I was literally saying on my Instagram stories today, it makes me want to rent an apartment in London, but I'm saving for a house, so I'm not going to be doing that. But it's stunning, and I really do appreciate it. We are going to be exploring the city of Melbourne today. Yesterday evening was definitely chilled, and we just was assessing the vibe here, whereas today we're really gonna explore Melbourne. If I had to compare Sydney to Melbourne, I would definitely say Melbourne knows how to do Christmas vibes. There was decorations everywhere and I loved it, even singing reindeers.
The perfect ending of a perfect day. You're singing the song we love to sing without a single.
Guys, a koala on a candy cane, only in Australia. We then grabbed ourselves a little snack, which were these protein smoothies from Bowls Baby, which was recommended to us. We toured around the CBD of Melbourne and took ourselves to Federation Square, which was another festive zone. We trekked everywhere by foot, dudes. We walked to the Shrine of Remembrance and then we took ourselves all the way to Fitzroy by foot. I know, crazy. after actually touring the whole of Melbourne by foot, me and Lewis have walked another distance to come to this place called Smith & Deli. So many people recommended it. All vegan cafe with incredible stuff, and we've ordered a couple of bits. What in the name of sandwich is this? We've got a tempeh schnitzel sandwich as well as a schnitzel toasty, and what we're going to do, we're just going to share it because there's 2 slices. We've also got an almond croissant to share, and I got myself an iced almond latte. The vegan food scene in London is quite great, but whenever I go away I always find that there are some specific places which do it amazingly, and this is one of these places. Me and Lewis split the 2 sandwiches in half so that we were able to taste both. I love doing that. We also had the almond croissant and it was perfection.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we have finished from the Smith & Deli cafe. Honestly, that almond croissant, Lewis, how amazing was it?
Delicioso.
It was delicioso, honestly, delicioso. We are just walking through Fitzroy Gardens, which I think is like one of their main parks here nearby the city, and then we're just going to do some more exploring for the city. Currently on the City Circle tram, which is actually a free tram that goes all around the city, even though we can walk all around the city. We're just doing this as a late daytime activity, and it's actually quite entertaining, just sitting on the tram and looking around the city.
Good morning!
Precisely. I actually look like a dot in this camera scene compared to the apartment space here.
It's because you are. Bruh.
It's because I am, exactly. Anyways, we are headed to the gym right now, and then we thought we'd spend the day at the beach because Melbourne has blessed us with some beautiful weather. Word is on the street that at this particular beach, which is St Kilda's, we thought we'd pop a visit, which is their local beach here. You can find penguins, dudes. You can find penguins at this beach. Not sure if we'll be able to find any today, but my eyes will be on the lookout. Currently at St Kilda's, and we've come to a place called Sister of Soul, which was once again recommended to us. We thought we'd have lunch before our beach day, and I've gone for some jumbo plenty fries and some tempeh with a protein schmoozy. Lewis has gone for a jackfruit burrito, is that right?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I just ordered it.
Everything looks amazing, so we're going to eat this up and then rest at the beach. St Kilda's beach was definitely not what I expected with my expectations with Australian beaches. I don't think this is your typical Australian beach. It's a little bit less than that. And I confirmed it with the people in Melbourne as well, that it isn't probably the best beach in Australia, but it was a nice sunny day and we had a lovely time anyway. Sadly, no penguins as well, because I think they only show up in the evening. We are back from the beach and I'm actually dressed and ready to go out tonight because I got invited to an influencer press event. It was really random. I did message this restaurant just to check if they take walk-ins, and unfortunately on the day they were fully booked. But several days later they messaged saying we'd like to invite you to one of our new bars, Kiss and Tell Bar in Melbourne. So me and Lewis are going to that. I'm dragging him along with me so I have a +1, because I'm sure I'll know no one there, even though they did say that there'll be other influencers there, people in the industry. The dress code was dress to make a scene, and I don't have any clothes to make a scene because it wasn't that type of holiday, but I have put this together. It's this bodysuit along with this long-lying skirt, and I just love the back of it. I guess party is at the back there. So it definitely was a similar vibe to the ones that are usually hosted in London. There's drinks, there's food, there's entertainment. Guys, we've come straight to the food as always. But most importantly, I love going to these events for the social interaction, and we did meet a few bunch of lovely, approachable people. We exchanged our Instagrams and we're just gonna keep in touch. They are Melbourne based, but they were so lovely and it was nice getting to know them. Pow! My hair is looking very voluminous. I put some hair rollers on. This morning we've had a very, very chilled morning because we are off to another little meetup. If you watched my previous vlog in Sydney, I hosted a meetup for a few Sydney gals. So I thought I'd do the same in Melbourne and the following cities that I'll be visiting. Today we're going to a place called Sable in Richmond, and it was highly recommended by a lot of the gals, so it'll be lovely to see everyone, lovely to chat to them and all that jazz, with some incredible food, hopefully. Quick fit check, we've got these shorts on with this like pinstripe waistcoat on, some New Balance, my green trusty bag, and we're ready to out the door. We went to a place called Sable in Richmond, which was actually recommended by one of the girls that came to the meetup. A shout out to Timmy. And it was such an incredible place. They had many bagels. I made my own and filled it with avocado, sun-dried tomatoes, vegan aioli, vegan chicken, and some vegan bacon. I thought it was a good mix and it tasted incredible. It was served with some chips, and I just felt inclined to have the Biscoff ice latte on the side just because I had to try it, and it was fabulous. Great company, great food, a match made in heaven. No, I just did not have the cutest little meetup in Melbourne today. I had a great time meeting those bunch of gals. I did come out with a few goodies. A vegan panettone, a Biscoff brownie, and I bagged myself a Biscoff cookie from Sable as well. It would be rude not to. Thank you so much to Bronte for gifting me the Biscoff brownie and panettone. I have really had a fabulous day today, and those gals have really made my day and my Melbourne experience. So thank you so much to all of you gals for coming along. I am going to end this week's vlog here as we need to pack up for the Gold Coast tomorrow, and we're just going to have a chilled evening. We may go out for some ice cream. Tomorrow will be the start of the next vlog and we'll be traveling to the Gold Coast. So hopefully you stay tuned. Oh my god, that brownie is everything.